Psalm 8, 3 through 6 says, "When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have ordained, what is man that you take thought of him, and son of man that you care for him? Yet you've made him a little lower than God, and you crown him with glory and majesty. You make him to rule over the works of your hands. You will put all things under his feet." If you're joining us in reading through this 6-month reading plan through the book of Psalms, today's reading is Psalm 8, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, Psalm 8 jumps out at you as a song of praise as well as incredible theology. You could just imagine David penning this psalm in the evening while looking up at the stars above. During the last few weeks of my senior year in high school, I took a trip down to a place called Tombstone, Arizona, and after leaving Tucson, we stopped in a park called Texas Canyon for the evening. Now, it was a beautiful park by day with rocks balancing on very thin columns, but it was in the nighttime that it was incredibly beautiful. Well, if you're watching this video, you're seeing pictures of Texas Canyon during the day and some night shots taken from various places around the U.S. that compare to what I saw in Texas Canyon that night. Even looking at the raw beauty of the desert during the day, you can recognize God's handiwork. But at night, it's even more stark and more beautiful. And as I laid on my back and looked up to the sky, I saw a meteor shower and more stars than I thought even I ever thought possible. You know, it's at times like these, you do recognize how insignificant mankind is in comparison to the rest of the universe. We're just a very small spot of ink in a vast universe of color. And because our technology allows us to be in constant light, we very rarely see what David saw every single night. But there's another aspect of the psalm that's extremely important. That aspect is that God is the creator of the universe. This fact is very unpopular in today's world, and if you went to high school after 1950, and probably even before that, you were taught that there was no great God who created the universe, but it was rather simply a matter of scientific guesswork that brought you into being. God was simply a nice story made up so that no one could take it seriously. Science has proved, beyond all of doubt, they said, that evolution was the way that we became human beings. They were disregarding God and called him a fairy tale. Well, if we can't believe in God's creative ability and his sovereignty over the world, then we have no reason to trust in the salvation that he provided. It is important, even vital, that we base our salvation on the fact that God is the creator of the universe, not the process of millions of years, but by the word of his mouth. It's only then that his promises can be fulfilled. And if you would like a PDF copy of this entire reading plan, please send an email to phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.